Hello, students. At the end of the chapter Atoms and Nuclei, we will discuss two nuclear processes, fission and fusion. You already have some idea about these processes. Earlier, we have seen in the curve of binding energy per nucleon that has a long flat middle region between atomic masses 30 and 170, for which binding energy per nucleon is nearly constant, about 8 MeV. For heavy nuclei with mass number greater than 170, the binding energy per nucleon is less than 8 MeV. If nuclei with less total binding energy transform to nuclei with greater binding energy, then energy is released. If a heavy nucleus breaks into two medium weight nuclei, then total binding energy increases and rest mass energy decreases, and hence energy is released in the process as it happens in fission reaction. When two light nuclei fuse or join to form a medium weight nucleus, then also there is increase in binding energy, and hence energy is released in the process as it occurs in fusion reaction. The energy released in nuclear reaction is much more higher than that produced in chemical reaction. When we burn 1 kg of coal, it gives only 10 to the power 7 joule of energy, whereas 1 kg of uranium during fission gives out 10 to the power 14 joule of energy. So you can imagine how much energy is produced in the nuclear reactions. In any nuclear reaction, atomic mass, mass number, linear momentum, and angular momentum are conserved. Such nuclear reactions may be spontaneous, or these may be caused by bombarding the parent nucleus with other nuclear particles such as proton, neutron, alpha particle, etc. Now we will see nuclear fission and nuclear fusion reactions one by one with some examples. Fission is a nuclear reaction induced by neutron, in which a heavy nucleus splits into two middleweight nuclei. Example is uranium 23592, induced by neutron, splits into barium 14456 and krypton 8936, giving out 3 neutron. One more pair it can give, that is xenon 14054 and strontium 9438 with 2 neutrons. Another pair is tin 13351 and niobium 9941 with 4 neutrons. The products are radioactive nuclei and they emit beta particles in succession before achieving stability. In fission reaction of uranium, the Q value, that is energy released, is of the order of 200 mega electron volt per fissioning nucleus. The disintegration energy released in fission appears as kinetic energy of the product nuclei and neutrons, which is transferred in the form of heat to the surrounding matter. Nuclear fission is the source of energy in nuclear reactor, which is great source of electricity. But uncontrolled nuclear fission, that is uncontrolled chain reaction, results in enormous energy released in the explosion of bomb, which is a destructive outcome of the process. Let us now consider nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion is the process in which two lighter nuclei fuse to form a heavier nucleus, and energy is released in the process. Some examples are: two protons fuse to form a deuteron and a positron with release of 0.42 mega electron volt of energy. Two deuterons fuse to form an isotope of helium with release of 3.27 mega electron volt of energy. Two deuterons fuse to form a triton and a proton with release of 4.03 mega electron volt of energy. For fusion to take place, the two nuclei have to come close to each other. But when they come closer, Coulombian force of repulsion acts, as both are positive. To overcome the repulsive force, the fusion reaction has to be performed at a very high temperature of the order of 10 to the power 7 Kelvin or more. Hence, these reactions are called thermonuclear reactions. These reactions are great source of clean energy if carried out in proper manner. With this, the section of atom and nuclei completes. Our next topic will be electronics and semiconductor devices. Okay, see you soon.